Welcome to all you kids today. I'm glad you're here with me. My name's Mrs. Wellman, and I have a friend with me I'd like to introduce you to. Let's get Charlie to come out. Hey Charlie, will you come out with us today?
Yeah, I'll come out. Who are we talking to?
Well, hi Charlie. We're going to talk to the kids today.
What kids? I don't see any kids.
Well, Charlie, they are kids that are watching us. And if you'll give me just a second to get your box out of the way, I'll let you sit up so that you can see.
But I don't see any kids. Where are they?
Well, actually they're watching us from their homes.
Their homes? How can they see from their homes? Do they have high-powered telescopes?
No, they're using computers and iPads and iPhones.
Well, I'm looking at your computer and I don't see any kids. How does that work?
Well, it's called technology. And I can't tell you how it works. I just know it does.
That's amazing. And what are these kids watching?
They're watching us, you and me.
Huh. I can see why they would watch me, but why would they watch you?
Oh, well, Charlie, and why would they watch you?
Because I'm good looking and smart and funny.
Oh, okay. And why would they not watch me?
Well, you have gray hair.
Oh. Do you know what God says about gray hair?
Yeah, it shows you're old.
Well, God says in the Bible that gray hair is a sign of beauty.
Oh, yeah? I don't see how gray, hairy head is beautiful.
Well, the Bible calls that gray, hairy head a hoary head in the book of Leviticus. And God says that people with a hoary head are to be honored.
You mean like a king or queen?
Well, you could say that.
Well, your gray, hairy, hoary head is a crown. It's an old, gray, worn-out crown.
Well, now, the book of Proverbs tells me that the gray head is a crown, but it's a crown of glory.
Oh, does that mean I have to bow to you like I would to a queen?
No, not at all. But it does mean you should honor me and my request.
And what would that be?
Help me tell a story.
Oh, okay. I like stories.
Okay, good.
Are we going to tell a Christmas story?
No.
A Valentine's story. I know a good love story.
No.
How about an Easter story?
Actually, we are going to tell an Easter story. We're going to start with the Passover.
The what? What did we pass over?
No. There was an event in the Old Testament called the Passover.
Well, what got passed over?
Actually, an angel of the Lord passed over houses in Egypt.
Oh, I remember that story.
It was the last plague God sent on Egypt before Pharaoh let Moses lead the people out. That's right. God told Israel to put the blood of a lamb around their door. And that night, when the death angel passed over, if he saw the blood, nobody would die. But if he didn't see the blood,
I know. The oldest child would die.
That's right. And that night, Pharaoh's oldest son died. And then he commanded Moses to get the children of Israel and get out of Egypt.
And every year, Israel is supposed to celebrate that event.
That's right. And that's where our story starts. We're going to a celebration of Passover in the New Testament.
Hey, do we celebrate Passover?
No, not really. But Passover does lead us to Easter.
Hey, we do celebrate Easter. I like Easter.
Yes, we do. But let's back up a bit and tell the story. Charlie, what are you doing?
You said back up.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Get back up here. Oh, okay. What did you mean by back up? Well, I meant we need to tell some things that happened in the story before we get to Easter. Okay, so what happened before Easter? Luke 22 says that Jesus went into Jerusalem for the Passover celebration. Oh, I would love to have been there to see Jesus. Me too, but not everyone felt that way. Really? Who would not like to see Jesus? He was the Son of God. Well, the leaders in the temple, called the Pharisees, didn't like Jesus. They would rather see him die than let him walk into the temple. Die? Why? Because Jesus said he was the Son of God. And the Pharisees thought he was lying. In fact, according to their law, what Jesus said was sin, and he deserved to die. But Jesus would never sin. That's right. The rest of us sin, but not Jesus. Wait a minute. Do I sin? Well, let me ask you something. Do you respect my gray hair? Well, maybe. Maybe not. Well, when you don't do what the Bible tells you to do, that's a sin. Oh, yeah. And God says he has to punish sin. Uh-oh. How? Well, God says we will be separated from him. You mean we can't go where he is? That's right. God has a home in heaven, but because of our sin, we can't go there. Oh, that's so sad. Well, but there's good news. What? I need some good news. The reason Jesus came to earth was to be punished in our place so that we can go to heaven with God. That's not fair. If Jesus did not sin, he should not be punished. Well, you're correct in saying it wasn't fair, but God loved us so much that he sent his son, his only son, to be punished in our place so that we could be saved from the punishment we deserve. Wow, that's amazing. You got that right. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Wow, God loves the whole lot, doesn't he? He sure does. Can I ask a question? Well, of course you can. What was the punishment Jesus took for me? That's a good question. But you know what? We're out of time today. That'll have to be our next story. Are you saying I have to wait until next week to hear more of this story? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now you need to say goodbye to the boys and girls watching this. No. No? What do you mean, no? No, I won't say goodbye. Well, I'm sorry, but we have no more story time now. So tell the kids goodbye. No. Well, I don't understand. Why not? Because I don't see any kids. Where are you? Well, you know what I see? What? I see an attitude of sin. Really? What? In you. In me? What are you talking about? Well, when you disobey, that's sin. I did not disobey. Oh, really? When I told you to tell the kids goodbye, did you? Oh, I guess I did disobey. Am I going to be punished? Well, you may think it's punishment. What are you going to do? I'm going to have to put you back in your box. Oh, that's no fun. But I may have a surprise. If you'll get in your box, I could make it worth your while. Really? What's the surprise? Well, if I told you now, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? I guess not. But I can tell you one thing. What's that? I'll bring you back again next week to hear the rest of the story. Okay, I would like that. Good. Now, say goodbye to the kids. Goodbye to the kids. Not like that. Like what? Don't copy me. Just say goodbye and be done with it. Okay. Good night.
lie and be done with it.
Charlie, you're exasperating. Why do you do that?
I'm just trying to obey.
Okay, do it like this. Look into the computer and say, goodbye, kids.
Goodbye, kids.
See you next time, kids. Goodbye for now. And Charlie, it's time for you to go get in your box. Until next week. And then I promise I will bring you out again. Goodbye, Charlie. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.